One time I was having dinner with a relatively successful person. In the middle of our conversation, he paused and asked me a very personal question. He said, "Bob, are you happy with your life?" I said, "Yes, of course. I have a wonderful wife, great children, good job, a fulfilling ministry. I'm okay." And then I wasn't ready for what I saw next. Tears. His eyes glistened as he said, "You know, Bob, I have so much of so many things, but not of the things that matter most in life." On that night, I found the secret to contentment. I believe that family matters, a fulfilling job matters, good relationships matter, but what really matters most is God. You see, money cannot satisfy, fame cannot gratify, success cannot fulfill unless you have what matters most in life. You will never be contented. I took my cue from the Apostle Paul, a godly man who said, "Not that I speak from want, for I have learned to be content in whatever circumstances I am. I know how to get along with humble means, and I also know how to live in prosperity. In any and every circumstance, I have learned the secret of being filled and going hungry, both of having abundance and suffering need." That's from Philippians 4:11 to 12. Now, how could someone like Paul say that he has found the secret to contentment? He wasn't rich, he wasn't popular, plus he was subjected to several hardships like torture and imprisonment because of his faith. And yet, in spite of it all, he still claims to have found the secret to contentment. The only logical conclusion is this: he found what matters most in life, and that is God. Now, how about you, my friend? Are you contented with your life? If not, why don't you try God? Carve a space for Him in your life. Give Him priority. Let Him fill the void that is in your heart. Spiritual writers often say that every person was born with a God-shaped hole in his or her heart that only God can fill because it is reserved for Him and Him alone. You know, we can try to fill it with many things and nothing would fit because it is only reserved for God. Now, don't get me wrong. I am not saying that you should just be complacent with life and no longer strive to become better or make your society better. Not at all. All I'm saying is this: work hard, strive hard. Be the best that you can be. Work for a better society. But know that even if you have all these things, they will still not bring fulfillment and completion unless God is in the equation. There is nothing wrong with being rich or successful or famous, but they are never substitutes for God. God is the only one that can bring contentment into any person's life. When I was a young student in the university, I attended a retreat where the speaker said something that I will never forget. He said, "Maybe you've tried many things in your life and have not found fulfillment in any of them. Why don't you try God?" I took his advice. I tried God. And my life was never the same again. May you give Him a try too.